Hey guys, so I'm back from my 24-hour break. Um, I went to Connecticut with my husband for Valentine's Day. We had reservations at Foxwoods, Fox Tower, and it was fun. It was so fun. I have not been away like that at a hotel in a long, long time. So obviously I went out to eat and ate some things that I shouldn't have. And but oh man, it was so fun to get away, even if it was only for 24 hours, because we left on Valentine's Day. By the time we got out of here and did like some miscellaneous errands and stuff, we didn't get there until maybe a couple hours before check-in. And but we had a suite. I've never stayed in a suite at Fox Tower before. I stayed in one of their regular rooms years ago, but never stayed in one of the suites. And let me tell you, it is worth spending the extra money to get a suite, because when you're used to living in a house and then you stay in a hotel room, sometimes you can feel a bit claustrophobic. But when you're in a suite, then you have enough room that you don't get that closed in feeling. So it was definitely worth it to spend the extra money to get a little more space. But we had a real good time and came back the next day. And so at Foxwoods, they have Tanger Outlets Mall, and that's the CCO cosmetic company store that I like to go to. And I've been getting more back into MAC Cosmetics again because they have a $5 section at that store, and they also have Pro Pan eyeshadows that are also $5. Now, if you want the eyeshadows in the pot that are not in the clearance section, it's going to cost you quite a bit more, but you still get a little bit of a break on the price. But everything, I bought 5 eyeshadows at $5 a piece, and I'm going to show you what I got. And I used 3 of them to do the look that I have on today. So I bought 2 Pro Pan eyeshadows, and now the last time I went, I had gotten an empty palette, so now I have 4 total Pro Pan eyeshadows. I used to have tons of them, but you know, makeup doesn't last forever, so you can't keep it forever. But I started off the look with Cork, which is a matte warm brown, and I put that in the crease and outer corner of my eyes. And then on my lids is Woodwinked, which is a shimmery warm brown. So those are the 2 Pro Pan eyeshadows that I got, and they have a pretty decent selection. I mean, they don't have everything, but they do have a lot to choose from. And then for eyeshadows in the pot, I got Humid, which is what I have along my lower lash line, because this is what I'm into right now, is neutral eye looks with a pop of color somewhere in the look, usually on the lower lash line. So that's Humid. So that is a beautiful like emerald green. And then I also got Sketch, which is a very dark burgundy, and I'm planning on pairing that with another shadow that I got another time I went, Cranberry, and I'm hoping that those 2 are going to look good together. I'm not quite sure about the tones, but I'm going to give it a shot. And then I also got Print, which is a gray, but it's a very almost has like a greenish hue to it. It's if Carbon, which is their famous black, if that's too much, then you might like this, because it's like it's like a muted gray. It's a satin finish, so it does have a tiny bit of shimmer in it, but it isn't anything crazy. And then Humid was a frost. Sketch is a velvet. And then Cork is a matte, and Woodwinked. What is Woodwinked? I'm not sure. I think it might be a frost. It doesn't, when you buy the Pro Pans, it doesn't tell you the finish on the label. But that's what I got for MAC eyeshadows. Now, I did take some pictures while I was there, and I thought that I would include those so you can see what the suite looked like and see some of the places that we ate and where I shopped. And I just took a few pictures, so I'll include those now. So I took 3 pictures from inside the room from 3 different angles, and that's the view that you get. We were on the 19th floor, which is pretty high up, but not all the way to the top or anything. And then we had like a sunken jacuzzi type bathtub in the bathroom with a separate shower stall and makeup mirror. And then there were 2 big screen TVs, one in the bedroom area and one in the living room area. And then they had sectional furniture with hassocks. There was a big king-size bed. The bed was really comfortable. We went to Regina Pizzeria and just got a slice of pizza. We went to Johnny Rockets and got really delicious salads. I went to the Foxwoods gift shop and got a hat to wear when I go for walks outside. And then so that was our 24-hour trip to Foxwoods. In the summer, they have a big pool and they have concerts sometimes, free concerts at the pool area. And there's a bunch of things to do at Foxwoods other than gambling and shopping. They have a bowling alley, they have a comedy club, they have a stadium with regular concerts, they have an arcade, they have zip lining, they have go-kart racing, they have tons and tons of things. And they're building a Great Wolf Lodge, which is like a family destination. It's going to be an indoor water park with a hotel, and that's to try to get the families in there. And but there's tons and tons of things to do. Great Wolf Lodge will be open sometime next year, I think, is when they're planning on opening that. But it's really a great place to go. There's so much to do and so much to see. And Mohegan Sun, which is another giant casino, is right down the street. Not within walking distance, but it's close enough that it only takes like 5-10 minutes tops to get there. And they have a mall at that property with a Sephora and a Lush Cosmetics and some other things. So it's really a great destination if you are looking for something fun to do and you live in New England. So thanks for watching, guys. That's what I got at MAC.